Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to discuss what is a colloid. You have learned the three categories of solution: the true solution, colloids, and suspension. What is meant by a true solution? A true solution means it's homogeneous. For example, salt in water. We know that solution is a homogeneous solution. A true solution is a homogeneous solution, which means its composition is uniform throughout the solution, and we cannot see the particles with our naked eye. The size of the particles will be in the range 0.1 nanometer to 1 nanometer. So we cannot see with our naked eye. And the third category is suspension. Example, sand in water. When we add sand in water, sand gets suspended in water. It will not completely dissolve in water. And we can say that a suspension is heterogeneous. Its composition is not uniform throughout the solution. What about the size of the particles in suspension? The size will be greater than 1000 nanometer, 10 raised to 3 nanometer. So that we can see the particles with our naked eye. That's the case for suspension. And there is a second category of solution. That's colloids. We are going to discuss or study colloids in a detailed manner in this chapter. So first of all, we have to study what is a colloid. What is meant by colloid? A substance is said to be in the colloidal state when it is dispersed in another medium in the form of very small particles having size in the range 1 nanometer and 1000 nanometer. We get a colloid when one component gets dispersed in another component. Here we can say the two components in a colloid are dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Dispersed phase means it's the component like solute in our solution, true solution. And dispersion medium is that component like solvent in our true solution. So a dispersed phase gets dispersed in dispersion medium. Then we will obtain the colloidal solution. So the major components or the two components in a colloidal solution is dispersed phase and dispersion medium. And the size of the particles in the colloid will be in the range 1 nanometer and 1000 nanometer. From that we can say the particle size will be in between that of the true solution and suspension. We cannot see the particles with our naked eye. Okay. Then we can look into what are the major properties of a colloidal solution. These are the major properties. It's heterogeneous. The solution is not uniform throughout. The particle size is in the range 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer. Particles are either macromolecules or aggregates of atoms or molecules. Here in the colloids, the particles will be aggregates of atoms or molecules, which means the atoms or smaller atoms and molecules will aggregate to become large molecules. And the particles do not settle down. When we kept a colloidal solution for some time undisturbed, the particles will not settle down. And the particles are only visible under ultramicroscope. We can see the particles only with an ultramicroscope. We cannot see through our naked eye. And they cannot filter using an ordinary filter paper. The particles cannot filter using an ordinary filter paper. These are some of the important properties of colloids.